All right, let me talk just a little bit here before we move on about nouns in the Greek language. All of these words that we've just been through are nouns, and all of these are what we call the second declension nouns. The second declension nouns. The second declension nouns always end with the Omicron sigma. You'll notice all of those words that we looked at end with what looks like an O and an S on the end, the Omicron sigma. Those are called second declension nouns. In the Greek, there are three declensions. Anybody want to take a stab at what they are? First, second, and third. All right, first declension, second declension, and third declension.
You said the second ended in...
The seconds always end in, almost always ends in the Omicron sigma.
Are you saying first person, second person, third person? What do you mean by declension?
Not exactly. I hope we'll get to it in a minute. The second declension is the easiest, and it is the most common. If you're reading of the Bible, most nouns in the New Testament, in the Greek nouns, are part of the second declension. Now, the noun in Greek also has gender. There are three genders. You want to take a stab at what those are? What are the genders? Masculine, feminine, and neuter. The gender of nouns oftentimes can only be learned by observation. I'm sorry to say. Oftentimes they can only be learned by observation. But nearly all nouns of the second declension that end in the Omicron sigma are, guess what? Masculine. Did you catch what I said? I said nearly all nouns with the second declension ending in Omicron sigma are masculine. Nouns in the second declension that end with Omicron nu are what? Neuter. Now, the gender...
Did you say almost all second declension nouns that end in Omicron neuter?
Yes, sir. Actually, all nouns, I believe it's safe to say all nouns of the second declension that end in Omicron nu or neuter. So look back at your vocabulary.
But I thought you said in the declension that almost all, you would certainly always.
Okay, let me
second declension into
let me repeat what I said. Okay, I might have misstated. I want to get this right. Nearly all nouns of the second declension that end in Omicron sigma are masculine. If you see a noun and it ends with Omicron sigma in the second declension, it's probably masculine. If you see a noun in the second declension that ends in Omicron nu, it's neuter. For instance, doron. On your vocabulary page, about a little more than halfway down, doron is what? Gift. Gift is always neuter. Yes, sir.
So, back up to declension. If we change that definition of the second declension to say the easiest, the most common, and it ends in Omicron sigma or Omicron nu, almost always, now we've got, that's a bit more accurate, right? Because some of the second declension nouns, by your definition down here, whether they're masculine or neuter, are going to end in either Omicron sigma or Omicron nu.
If it ends in Omicron nu, it's always neuter.
Nu.
Yes.
But it's still a second declension now. That's
If
also
it is a second declension noun ending in Omicron.
Are we going to get back to that and define what declension even means at some point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We will.
Just so we're clear, I won't bother you then.
All right. So are we clear on the masculine and the neuter? Omicron sigma, a noun in the second declension, is masculine. Yes, sir.
Probably while I was dozing, you explained why that S was bold in these nouns.
Yes, sir. Because when I hit it on my computer, it made it bold.
I have a computer geek that comes out soon.
Okay. There's no reason, nothing that has to do with our Greek study for that. All right. So, 3 genders: masculine, feminine, and neuter. In your vocabulary list, you'll notice after the word we have an omicron that looks like an O. That indicates for our study that it is masculine. It is an article. In the Greek, we have ho, hey, and toe. The masculine article is the ho, O, that sounds like a rough breathing. The feminine article is indicated by hey, Ada with a rough breathing. And the neuter is indicated by toe. So in your vocabulary, you can tell if the noun is masculine or feminine by looking at the article.
What would a feminine in the second declension, what would that end in generally?
Well,
Or is there not a hard?
there's not a hard rule, and usually you can tell if there's an article.
Oh, okay.
The article will be.
Or if it's not O, yes.
All right. So we got the article ho, hey, and toe. Ho, hey, and toe. That's like we say he, she, and it. Okay, he, she, and it. Ho, hey, toe. Yes, sir. Did you have a question? Okay. All right. Now, not only do we need to know about the gender, we need to know that there are 2 numbers in Greek when it comes to the noun. There are 2 numbers. Take a stab at what the numbers are. Singular and plural. Singular and plural. And then in Greek, there are what we call 5 cases. 5 cases. Now tonight, I'm just going to tell you what the cases are because we need more time than we have tonight. If you want to write these down on your page here, 5 cases. The cases are nominative, 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 genitive, Genitive, dative, dative, Dative. Number 4, accusative, Accusative.